Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial about just my day-to-day normal makeup routine. So I always start with cleaning my face. I use these makeup pads. They're brilliant, they're really cheap, they're only from Aldi, but I don't use anything else.
So as you can see, I'm just going around with one pad, just making sure that all of my excess oils are off because I haven't actually worn any makeup today. So I'm just making sure that my base is nice and clean, ready for the makeup application. So I'm just going to now pop some of my Heaven Skincare Orange Flower Hydrogel toner onto my skin. It just gives it a nice dewy base ready for my moisturiser. So I'm now going to go in with my Simple Moisturiser. I really like this moisturiser because my skin is actually really sensitive and it doesn't react to my skin at all, and it just leaves it feeling really smooth and well nourished. So I'm now going to go in with my P. Louise base shade 0.5 using my Molly O'Brien brush, which is Tony M02. This is just to give my eyes a nice even base so that all of my colours that I'm going to be putting on my eyes come across the exact same way. So I've now got my Pretty Little Palettes palette out, and it's the Sassy one, and I'm going to go in with the shade Bitch. Using this to put onto my eye, I'm going to be using the Zoeva 221 soft crease brush. So I'm now going in with my blending eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use the same palette and go into the shade Bitch again and just do under my eye, so just creating that smoky look. So I'm now going in with my large shader brush and using the shade Bad One. Now this is just going to be my little shimmer shade, so I'm just going to pop this all over the lid. But also what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep it with my MAC Hydrating Mist, and what this is going to do is it's going to bring a lot of the pigments out in the shadow, so it's going to make it just pop that little bit more. So I'm now going in with my lashes, so I'm going to pop some glue on them. I'd love to tell you what these lashes are, but I've had them for that long that I've lost the case. I think they're Unicorn Cosmetic ones actually, but I can't be 100% sure, but just sort of some natural full ones. So as you can see, I'm putting the glue onto my lashes, making sure that it's nice and thick. But what I'm also going to do is I leave it to wait. So I put the glue on my lashes before I do my skin, and then I come back after my skin and put them on, because you tend to find if they're a bit more tacky, they stick on straight away, as opposed to faffing about when they're still wet. So I'm now going in with my foundation, and I'm going to be using the HD Brows foundation in the shade Sand. As you can see, I've not got a lot left in the bottle. I've literally ordered some this morning. And I'm going to go in with my PC15 from Peaches and Cream. It's quite a light fluffy brush, so you tend to find it does pack on quite easily. Now I always say pat on your foundation as opposed to rubbing. It'll just give that fuller coverage. So I've now finished my skin, or the foundation part anyway, so I'm now going to go back to my lashes and stick them on, because then obviously if they're going to fall off at any point, it's going to be within sort of like the first couple of minutes of having them on, so I can stick them back on if necessary. So I'm showing you my bronzer now because I forget that I have to put concealer on first. But I am using the Peaches and Cream medium to dark bronzer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with my concealer. So I don't actually own a concealer. I just go back in with my P. Louise Beige Shade 0.5. And I mix it with my foundation, and it just comes comes up as quite a creamy concealer consistency. So I'm just going to pop that under my eyes, and then I'll go in with my, I'll set it and then I'll go in with my bronzer. So I'm now going in with my Prep and Set powder from Beauty Bay, and I'm going to be using my Spectrum brush again. This brush is brush A00, so it's quite a large fluffy brush, so it does give me quite a compact coverage. Going back in with my bronzer, and I'm using the Spectrum brush A05. It's quite a nice brush, it's quite precise, so I can get quite a good contour with it. So I've just noticed that one of my lashes is creeping up in the corner, so I'm just going to get my glue and just touch it up and make sure that it's stuck down as good as it can be. So I'm now going in with my Morphe palette. Now I don't own a blusher, so I'm just going to mix 3 shades from this palette to create sort of like a nice warm blusher, and it does actually come out really nice. Going to go in with my highlighter. I'm using my Bare Minerals highlighter, and I'm going to use my brush PC17 from the Peaches and Cream collection. I do again use the body mist from MAC. This just again mix up the pigment so that the glow comes on really nicely. Always gives it quite a good dewy glow as well. So I'm now going to go in with my Peaches and Cream lip liner. The lip liner's Feline. I absolutely adore these lip liners. They're so good. Again, I got these ones for Christmas. They're so creamy and they blend in so well. And then after I've applied that, I'm going to use my tapered crease brush just to blend it into my lip, because I don't tend to use a lipstick. I just tend to blend it in just because I like more of a natural look, and then after that I'm going to go in with my Peaches and Cream lip gloss with the same brush and just pack that on a bit, but this gives a really natural glowy lip. It's so nice, and it's not a tacky lip gloss either. It's quite smooth and velvety, so you can't really feel it on your lips. Before I put my lip gloss on, for some reason I decided to put my mascara on. Now you can see in a minute that my eyelash does actually come off, so what I have to do is then reapply both of them. Normally I do use a different glue, but that's at work, so I haven't actually got the glue on me, which is probably why I'm not used to using that glue. So I'm now obviously going in with my lip gloss and just, like I say, applying it with the same brush that I used to blend in my lip liner. So I'm now going to do my brows. I actually have HD brow lamination, so I don't actually need anything through my brows, so all I do is brush them up. So I just get any sort of spoolie. For the purpose of this, I'm using my Peaches and Cream spoolie, and I'm literally just brushing them up. And with the obviously lamination treatment, it just means that I won't need to put any product through to hold them in place. My brows will now stay up for the rest of the day. So I'm now just finishing off after I've done my eyebrows with my MAC Prep Spray again, and this just gives a really nice dewy finish.
So that's the finished look. So it's just something dead natural, just one blend. But yeah, I'd say that's my normal day-to-day makeup routine when I can be bothered to put it on. Thanks for watching.